Welcome back to a brand new Free Fire video. Today we're going to be going through all of the pets in Free Fire and we're going to be doing a crazy tier list and ranking each and every one of them. But before we jump into that, I wanted to say thank you so much to Free Fire for partnering with us on today's video, making it possible. Let's go ahead and jump straight in to ranking all of these pets, both on their looks and on their skills. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, so we have all of the pets here, every single pet in Free Fire as of right now. Let's go ahead and rank all of them. This should be pretty fun. The first pet, we've got Finn right here. Good old Finn. I would say off of looks, he's definitely S tier off of looks, but we take into factor both things. So his ability is Dash Splash. When any player is knocked down or eliminated within a certain radius, owner and teammates will receive a 4% movement speed boost. Lasts 2 seconds, cooldown 120 seconds. It could come in handy when you're in a big fight, like a solo squad, and you knock somebody and you can run away faster. But I wouldn't say it's the coolest and craziest ability we've ever seen. With how it looks and how cool he is, I'm gonna go ahead and put him B tier, I think. Next pet, we've got Zazel. Hopefully I said that name right. Zazel looks super cute, cool looking skin. Every time an owner consumes an inhaler, med kit, or repair kit, there's a 25% chance of getting an additional one. And the cooldown is 120 seconds. I think this is actually a very cool ability. I think it could be super useful, but also it's probably not one that I'm likely to use over another ability. So for now, I'm going to put it in B tier as well. The next pet we have is Flash. I like Flash. He looks pretty cool. Flash has the ability called Steel Shell, which reduces damage from a Free Fire knife and bullets taken from behind by 10%. Up to 100 durability points, and cooldown is 150 seconds. So basically it just reduces damage from behind. Don't really ever see myself using this ability. However, he looks really cool. Now, remember in Free Fire, you can choose any pet and give any pet any of the abilities, which is cool. So you can have your favorite looking pet. But right now I'm going to go off of mainly abilities. So this ability, I'm going to go ahead and say I would put it C tier personally. All right, the next one we have is the Yeti. Now the Yeti has an ability called Frost Fortress. It reduces 15% damage taken from explosives every 150 seconds. I'm going to put this one D tier because I just don't see explosives all that often. And when you do, it's like I have other pet abilities that I would prefer to choose over the Yeti's ability. All right, next we have Agent Hop over here. Agent Hop has the ability called Bouncing Bonus. When the safe zone shrinks, player gains 30 EP. I would say that's pretty useful. Not the most useful. I would say it's a cool ability, but the amount of times that the zone shrinks, you could just have way more useful abilities. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in C tier. All right, next we have Sensei Tig, which is the Nimble Ninja. Reduces the duration of enemies' man marking skills by 30%. Based off the skin alone, I would put it S tier. I think it looks really cool, but it's not an ability I would see myself using too often, so I'm gonna go ahead and go C tier. Next pet is Dr. Beanie. Dr. Beanie has the ability called Double Blubber. When using treatment pistol or med kit, the receiver will also recover some EP. Amount of EP recovered is 35% of HP recovered. Now, I actually think this is very useful. If you find yourself in a bind, you just get some extra health and then EP on top of it, which means next time you take damage, you have some more health. And I think this is one of the coolest looking pets in the game. I'm gonna go ahead. This can be our first A tier pet of the day, baby. Let's go. Now, next we've got Mooney. Now, dude, this is an S tier skin. He looks so cool. So he has an ability called Paranormal Protection. 20% damage reduction when owner is in interaction countdown. Example, using a med kit, repairing, etc. So basically you take less damage while you're doing something. Pretty useful. I just feel like if I'm taking damage, I'm not going to continue using a med kit or whatever. I'm going to try and get out of that situation. So 20% is a pretty good amount. I'm going to go ahead and put him in B tier for now. All right, next is Dreki. I feel like I definitely said that name wrong, but it has an ability called Dragon Glare. The owner is able to spot one opponent who are using medkits within a 10-meter range lasts for 3 seconds. This is a really cool ability. Also, keep in mind, a lot of these abilities, this is just the level 1 ability. You can also upgrade these pets, which allows the stats to be buffed, but inherently it's still the same ability. I think this is a really cool ability. Like I said, for a few other pets, I think this is an S tier skin. However, the ability, it's very specific. You have to find somebody that's using a med kit. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in C tier. It's not an ability I really see myself using too often. Next is Beastin. He has the ability called Helping Hand. He also looks really scary. Throwing distance of grenade, glue wall, flashbang, and smoke grenade increases by 10%. This could be super useful, especially if you're higher up in like ranked and you're playing a lot of ranked. You can definitely throw stuff further and mess up teams. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one in B tier as well. Okay, moving on, we've got Rocky. I love Rocky. I think he looks awesome. S tier skin for sure. So he has the ability called Stay Chill. The cooldown time of equipped active skill decreases by 6%. I think it's actually a very useful pet, especially since you can upgrade him so that cooldown of your active skill can decrease by a higher percentage than 6%. I'm actually going to go ahead and put this in an A tier position. I think he's good. I really do think he's good. Now, Mr. Wagger. Mr. Wagger. No words need to be said about Mr. Wagger. First off, he looks dope as heck. S tier skin for sure. And then his ability, Smooth Glue. When a player... He generates glue walls. I mean, you really can't have a better ability than this, at least in the current meta. S tier for sure. If there was a tier above S tier, Mr. Wagger would be up there. He's by far the best ability pet in the game. Okay, next we have Falco. We've got the Skyline Spree ability, which at level 1 is a 15% increase in gliding speed upon skydiving, 25% increase in diving speed after the parachute opens, applies to the entire team. Now, this ability only works in the very beginning of the match for the most part. So it's super useful because you can land before anybody else. You can get ammo, you can get guns, you can get all the loot before anybody else lands. I'm gonna say if done properly. Also, you can upgrade it and get a higher percentage of your increased gliding speed and skydiving. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm putting this S tier as well. I don't think it's quite as great as Mr. Wagger. However, I do love being able to land early and get guns early and just be able to take everybody out and get a whole POI to yourself pretty much. However, if you're playing Clash Squad, this ability is completely useless. Okay, moving on, we've got Ottero. Double Blubber. He's an otter. Otter-O, okay? Double Blubber is the ability. When using treatment pistol or med kit, the receiver will also recover some EP. Amount of EP recovered is 35% of HP recovered. Also, this percentage could be higher once you upgrade. I would say he's okay. I would put him more towards B tier. He looks cool though. Moving on, we've got Pouring. My opinion, a D tier looking skin. It kind of just looks like one of those old fart bags that you like blow up and then somebody could sit on it and it makes a fart noise. That's what he reminds me of. But he has the ability called Stitch and Patch. Increases 1 helmet and armor durability every 3 seconds. Prevents up to 1 helmet and armor from being destroyed. I actually think this is a pretty good ability. I would put this ability up at A tier. I'm not gonna lie. You guys can debate me down below in the comments if you guys feel I'm wrong about any of these. Okay, next we have got Robo. A wall enforcement, that's his ability, adds a shield to the glue wall, providing additional 60 HP. Pretty useful, especially if you're playing squads. You got a lot of people shooting at you. I would put this in B tier because you still need I would put this A or S or A tier, but you need a glue wall, and Mr. Wagger generates a glue wall, so I just feel like the difference would bring it down to B tier. Still a really good ability. I'd put that in high B tier as well. Moving next, we've got the Surfin Fox. This is the Spirit Fox. Obviously, we named mine the Surfin Fox just because it goes so well. I think this is the best looking pet in the game. I love this pet. I use this pet with the Mr. Wagger ability. Well fed. You can restore extra 4 HP when using a med kit. It's hard for me to put it in C tier because it just looks so cool and I love the skin. Moving on to the Shiba. I love this one. I think this is an S tier looking skin as well for the pet. But he's got the ability, the Mushroom Sense. Mark one of the surrounding mushrooms on the map every 180 seconds. The mark lasts for 30 seconds. I think it's a pretty useful skill actually because you get free EP from it. But also you have other abilities that can give you free EP anyway, so I'm gonna go C tier. Kitty has no ability, as far as I know. So that's gonna be D tier. Then we've got the mechanical pup, also no ability, D tier. Then we have the Night Panther. The weight training ability increases 15 inventory space. That is insane. I absolutely love that ability. It is so good. And you can also upgrade it to get a higher inventory space from having this pet. So S tier ability from me. Then we've got Detective Panda, by far an S tier pet. This is one of my favorite looking pets in the game. But we've got Panda's Blessings. You can restore 4 HP upon eliminating an opponent. You can restore 4 HP upon eliminating an opponent. Also, you can go ahead and upgrade that ability. I think this is an A tier ability because when you get a kill, you get free health back. And who doesn't love that? Anyways, let me know what you guys think about my ratings down below in the comments. I know a lot of you guys are probably going to be very upset and be like, Surf, you suck. You guys are probably gonna have different opinions. Let me know down below in the comments which ones you disagree with. Thank you so much, Free Fire, for partnering with us on today's video, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.